Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Why?
Because we can.
Hello and welcome 2018 to Talking Food with...
2018.
I know, man. You ever go back in time and think when it's like, wow, man, 2018, I want to be X age and what will I be doing?
I don't do that because then I was supposed to be a millionaire living in a yacht down in the Florida Keys.
Yeah, I was supposed to be a rock star, man.
There you go.
See?
Boom.
And here we are.
Let's not go to the what happened and let's just enjoy the now.
Absolutely.
Welcome to 2018.
Yes.
It's January. I can see there's still a little bit of snow out there. We're back. This semester is going to be really good. We're going to open the semester with a little bit of healthy cooking, and we're going to carry it out throughout the semester because I don't know about you, but somebody ate a lot during the Christmas break, and somebody's family was in town, and
They expected you to cook a lot of food?
no, we ate a lot.
Oh, you just ate a lot.
Panettone and wine and Moscato and Prosecco, and it's like, oh, it's 10 o'clock
All the
in the
rich
morning.
wines.
Yeah, not the lean ones.
No, the ones where, yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's semester. Well, let's do some fresh cooking towards the lean side because somebody has to lose 20 pounds.
Yeah, oh, there you go. Not me.
Not you.
Not me.
That's me. So I'm like, you know what? Nowadays in the supermarket, we find always fresh produce. Mm-hmm. We have this beautiful organic hydroponic grown lettuce. You can find it year round. Yes, we're almost on a seasonless supermarket, but you know what? I am not opposed to fresh salad grown organic, hydroponically, which is with water year round. I'm good with that. And today we're gonna teach you how to make some dressings because as I was perusing the aisles at the supermarket, I'm looking at all these dressings. There are so many dressings out there that I'm like, why do you want to do dressings? If you start reading the ingredients, starches, sugars. There is a consistent amount of high sugars in there.
Coloring, preservatives, high fructose corn syrup.
And I'm not talking about the 99-cent store brand dressing.
No, the good stuff.
And I mean, if you really want to get the good stuff, you got to go with the Newman's Own Organic. And the good products, those are going to cost you about $5 for a bottle. Mm-hmm. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. And if you read the ingredients of the good stuff, is basically what we use here at Nash to make our own dressings. And I'm like, why not just educate our people on how to make awesome dressings? And also, so let's start with the very simple one. Now, a dressing, a vinaigrette, that's what we're going to focus today. It's basically an emulsion. An emulsion is when water and fat come together, and in the ions will bind together to form a creamy element. Now, most commercially bought vinaigrettes, they will have emulsifiers to keep them all together. I'm going to show you here how to make it properly, and basically, after it's done, yes, you're going to put it into a container. Yes, you're going to put it in the fridge, or you're going to store it in your restaurant. You just have to take the bottle and shake it. It will come back together because we're going to use a couple of ingredients that are natural emulsifiers that will help you bring your vinaigrette together.
Perfect.
Number one natural emulsifier, mustard.
Huh. Who knew?
Yeah.
You knew. I didn't know.
Well, I learned. Natural emulsifier, mustard. It helps you keep your emulsion together. Second natural emulsifier, one of my best friends, immersion blender.
Aha. And those were on sale at a certain place over the Christmas break.
We can mention the name.
Okay,
no problem.
Let's just say that when you go shooting, you're aiming at a
duck.
No, like when you're sport shooting, you're aiming at a. It's got a circle and a little circle. Okay.
Buck?
Never mind. You're killing me. Aiming at my ex-wife.
Can't do that.
Anyway, I saw them on sale, so they're easy. They're cheap to buy.
So here's the beauty about a vinaigrette, and just remember this: 1 to 3. It's 1 part of acid to 3 parts oil.
Gotcha.
And that can open a door of fantastic possibilities on what acids you're going to use. You can use red wine vinegar. You can use balsamic vinegar. You can use lemon juice. You can use lime juice. You can use rice wine vinegar. You can use champagne vinegar, tarragon vinegar, white wine vinegar, red wine vinegar. Have you seen the vinegar selection at the supermarket?
It's huge.
It's huge. So we're gonna just go to the basic one. And this is stuff that is readily available, and my favorite fat for vinaigrettes is olive oil, but good extra virgin olive oil might be a little peppery, so I'm going to teach you how to cut it off with a little bit of canola oil, so it's not that predominant, the flavor of the olive oil.
Gotcha.
So let's start with a very basic vinaigrette.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to make you work today.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like working.
Okay, so you're gonna need a whisk, because I'm gonna teach you how to do a vinaigrette with a whisk. And everybody will have...
It's already going. See, he's ready to go.
Oh,
ready to go.
Look at that. So we're gonna start with a very simple
red wine?
We're gonna do a very simple vinaigrette, red wine.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't come seasoned.
Nope.
Start with your salt.
A bit of salt.
And your pepper.
Okay.
Now let's make this Italian style.
Okay.
So, yes, I cheated. I bought a little bit of Italian seasoning. I didn't have time to make it.
That's not cheating. I would do that at the house.
So start whisking.
I don't have time to go and cut all these herbs.
And the best part is like, hey, Chef Carlo, when you're in Italy, do you have Italian seasoning? I'm like, no, it's an American thing, but it's convenient.
Do you have Italian seasoning in Italy?
No, we don't.
That's an American thing.
That's an American thing. Now, so we're gonna add about a tablespoon of mustard. Hold it. Thank you, sir.
1 tablespoon of mustard.
1 tablespoon, and start working that one. And you see it's already changed.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna add. So we have a half a cup there of. We have a half a cup of vinegar. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna add our oil. So I'm gonna cut my olive oil down with a little bit of canola oil, so it's not that pungent. Now, if you love olive oil, please go ahead and knock yourself out, and with only olive oil. So keep whisking, and I keep adding slowly the oil. And don't get stressed if it doesn't come together. It will come together, I promise.
It will.
Now, why am I doing it with a whisk? Because sometimes you might not have a blender available. But Chef Carlo, everybody has a blender at home. Well, what? Do it in the blender. Mm-hmm. Start with your vinegar, just the way we did here, and then add your oil slowly, and it will actually become super creamy because the blender will add a little bit of air into the mixture.
Gotcha. And that helps emulsify.
And of course, isn't there garlic in there?
Is there garlic in here?
Why isn't there?
Why isn't there garlic in there?
Because I like to kiss tonight.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a scientific reason.
Actually, garlic is another natural emulsifier.
Right. Oh, okay. Like a garlic paste?
Actually, if you're going to use it on the dressing that we're using right now, I would use powdered garlic.
Yes.
If you were using it in the blender, I would just put a couple of garlic cloves, and that will help you form the emulsion.
Could you do, instead of garlic powder, if you wanted it in something like this and you're not using a blender, I remember that you and I did a vignette about how to smush, what's the right word? We smushed garlic with the flat of a blade.
Ooh, we made garlic paste.
Garlic paste. If you go on our YouTube channel, Nashcom College, or I'm sorry, go to YouTube and search NCC Culinary, you'll find how to make garlic paste, and is extremely useful in all your cooking.
And also, if you don't want to do it by hand, there's nothing wrong to put it about 2 cups of garlic cloves in a blender, a little bit of oil, and just process it until it's a smooth paste. And you can use that also for any kind of cooking. Yes. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you, you're doing a fantastic job. Your arm is going to get so tired in a moment. Try to use your wrist only. Ah, look at that. And that is one thing what we try to teach all our students here. Naturally, you'll try to use your whole hand. You gotta use your wrist. If you use your wrist only, then your whole arm doesn't get tired.
And as you see, as he's talking, I keep moving the bowl to make sure he's not just pouring it out.
I need to look at the camera at the same time. I'm trying to do. Hey, hold on. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh no! Hey, look out!
Now look at that, nice and creamy. We're not doing anything crazy, no crazy speed in there. We're just slowly adding the oil into the vinegar. Vinegar is a water-based liquid, so we're slowly creating an emulsion. Now this, as we're trying to do fresh things for the for the winter, it's really hard to cook fresh in the winter, but thank God we have good produce being produced hydroponically, especially here in North Carolina. And the favorite pairing of that one is gonna be, is the next one. Well, there you go. Look at that. You have a beautiful, I'll put it right over here so we can show it at the camera. So give it a good last whisk. There you go. Just pour it right there. And look how creamy it is. Straight off the bowl, ready to use.
Perfect.
We haven't used any preservatives. We haven't used any anything that is not sugar or high fructose corn syrup, anything like that. Now, remember, when you read that label on the dressing, you don't need 55 ingredients to make one dressing that has 4 ingredients. Look at that, beautiful, ready to go.
Beautiful.
You know what you didn't do?
What did I do?
Taste it.
Oh, you're right. I didn't.
Spoons. Gotta make sure you have the right amount of salt in there, because otherwise, remember, dressing is there to give flavor to food. Now, why dressings are used?
That's really good.
Yum. Dressings, we use them because if you take your lettuce and you sprinkle seasonings, they're gonna bounce off the leaf. The dressing is in there so you can make coated with a nice layer of fat, and you can actually, any dressing, any seasoning that you throw in there, it will adhere to the...
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got my bucket there. It can adhere to the item that you are trying to dress. Cool. Okay, now, let me show you how to do it with immersion blender.
Okay, cool.
And it follows the same procedure. Now we're gonna make a balsamic.
Okay.
And why is it balsamic?
Why is it balsamic?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Because
Chef.
we use balsamic vinegar.
Well, that's you're going to explain what balsamic is. Okay, never mind.
It's very simple.
That
So
might take
put
a while.
about half a cup in there.
Okay.
A little bit more.
Just a hair bit more?
Yeah, there you go. Now, when you use a balsamic vinegar, the vinaigrette is going to come a little bit darker. Look at the color of that vinegar. And that is really good balsamic vinegar. Now,
it is really dark. It almost looks like soy sauce.
Now, just because we can, why don't we do a Dijon balsamic vinegar?
Okay.
And how do we do that?
With Dijon mustard?
With Dijon mustard. Add about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard in there.
Okay.
Excellent. You're gonna add 2 pinches of salt.
2 pinches?
Yes. One more.
I have little pinches.
Yes, sir.
A little bit
Pinch
of
of pepper.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna use also olive oil, and we're gonna cut it down with a little bit of canola oil so it's not too strong.
Okay.
Now at home, I'm like, that's the way I like it.
Right.
Now, just salt and pepper. We have already so much flavor in the mustard and the Dijon.
Right.
That I'm just gonna leave it just like that.
That's perfect, actually.
Now, immersion blender, very useful tool. Now, this is a restaurant-grade immersion blender. You can find it at your restaurant equipment. Sometimes they go on sale for like 50, 60 bucks. Don't be afraid to spend 60 to $80 on this thing. It will last forever.
Yeah.
You can also go to the regular Wally World store and buy one for $15, but this.
And you can use them for everything, not only salad dressings, but once again on our YouTube channel, we made mayonnaise.
With mayonnaise with this, you can make
milkshakes
soups,
with these.
You can make milkshakes. You can make margaritas.
Yeah, you can make margaritas. There you go.
Who needs to get the blender dirty? Put the tequila there and margaritas. That's for the summer. Now it's winter. Now, very simple. Here.
Okay. Oh,
So you have 2 speeds.
Okay.
Low and high.
Like a hairdryer.
Like a hairdryer.
Okay.
So stick it in there, start it on low, and actually, so it doesn't sprinkle all over. Remember how we made the mayonnaise?
Right.
Put the stick in there.
Okay. Oh, and you're going to add the fat.
You're gonna add the fat.
There we go.
And actually right there you can see your 1-to-3 ratio.
Yep. Okay.
And start working from the bottom. Start with the low speed. And don't lift it yet. Don't lift it yet. See that emulsion forming at the bottom?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now move it to high speed. And then slowly pull it up and go in a circle.
Wow, that's a good.
And you're done.
Wow, you sure we didn't make chocolate pudding?
Now, before you get it out,
Uh-huh.
here, taste it first to make sure that we have all the right ingredients in there, that it's not missing salt.
Okay.
This is the
Now
moment
here's
to
a
do it.
question: Can you add, if you wanted to, could you add some sugar?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's good.
You can actually add, to that I will add strawberry jam.
Right. Oh, thank you. Strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam, Smoker's natural strawberry jam that
Right.
has sugar and strawberries.
Wow.
So you can take your regular vinaigrette and add Smoker's natural strawberry jam. Now you have a strawberry vinaigrette.
Right. So what if it's too thick for me, for my taste?
Never to taste. Never too thick.
It's never too thick.
Okay, so let's show it. Let's put it here in the bowl so you can see how thick it came out now. It's creamy. So we use the speed of the blender, and also we have incorporated some air in there. But look how creamy it is.
Can you see that, Adam? There you go.
Can you see how creamy it is?
Look at that. That's gonna coat the lettuce nicely.
Actually, for that one,
It does. It looks like either chocolate pudding or gravy. It
but look at how jiggly it is.
looks like gravy. You're gonna meat somewhere hot.
No, you know what? Look, my favorite way to do that one is, and this is very simple.
Okay.
We're gonna take, and I love this one, especially when you let it sit a little bit. We're gonna take a couple of tomatoes,
Okay.
quick slice. I like them thick. And so yes, you can add sugar in it, but I don't like the added sugar.
I was just wondering if if
Yes,
it would be
yes, you can, and just table sugar will be fine.
right.
Now you can add honey. So that one you can, if you add honey, you can make it a honey Dijon
Balsamic.
Balsamic.
Yeah, balsamic. Yeah.
balsamic. So again, the sky is the limit of what we want, and that's what I want to show, how to make the dressing. Because once you master your 1-to-3 ratio, then you can do things that border creativity. And you're gonna see now in a moment. We're gonna make a roasted red pepper
Okay.
vinaigrette. One of my favorites. Doesn't add a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Remember, we're trying to go healthy. Okay, now
We've got about 10 minutes left.
10 minutes, we got it. We got it, kiddo. Now,
Just
add a
put-
little bit of that. Take 2 spoons and toss it around. We got it.
All right.
And I have a bowl of water here, very simple. And I wash the immersion blender, boom, it's ready to go. You can go a little bit generous in there.
No, this is good.
Oh my God, you don't like it because it's thick.
No, I like it because I don't really. Now he picks on me.
Okay,
He hasn't picked on me in a
fine.
month, and now he's got to pick on
Look,
me.
you can add a little bit of
Oh,
the dressing.
look at this. We're
There
going to go
you
crazy.
go.
So what would you call this? Balsamic.
Balsamic.
Red
It's
wine
still
Dijon.
balsamic because the balsamic has that really nice, creamy. Balsamic vinegar is. It has the natural sugar in there. It's thick.
Right.
I love it very, very much. Here you can leave this two right here.
Oh.
Set that one on the side.
Perfect.
Like you can move the vinegar if you want.
Yep.
Now, we're gonna make a roasted red pepper. Now we're gonna use the roasted red peppers also as a thickening agent.
Aha.
These are the red peppers that I've roasted, and we're gonna put them at the bottom of the bowl. Now, this one I like to use red wine
Red
vinegar,
wine,
salt and pepper.
salt and pepper. Okay.
I like to add just a little bit of rosemary. this much.
Okay. Just a couple sprigs. Or not even sprigs, a couple of leaves.
Okay. So,
Once again.
Start working on low speed.
Right.
The peppers on the bottom. So it's going to turn into a puree, also known as a coulis.
A coulis?
A coulis. And now we're going to use our blend. Mm-hmm. Now, we're going to add the oil again like we did before.
Right.
And
so once again, we've got 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
So in here we've got roasted red peppers, red wine vinegar. And
red wine vinegar
and
from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So start on low speed. See the emulsion starting to form in at the bottom, nice and creamy. Now take it to high speed. Take it to high speed and then slowly work in a circle and come up.
This is such like magic, man.
So now we're using the roasted red peppers to really thicken that sauce.
Oh, look at that color. That's cool. That's just beautiful.
So,
wow, that's pretty.
You can use roasted onions. You can use caramelized onions. You can use a lot of different things. Now, taste it.
This is such a terrible job. Oh, that's lovely.
How's the salt in there?
I think it's perfect, actually. With the tang, just perfect.
With the tang.
Good tang on it.
Tang. Okay, so we have all this beautiful lettuce here. Mm-hmm. Gonna cut one of my favorite romaine.
Okay.
Ooh, we ran out of space quickly here, but we'll make it work. And the beautiful thing about this lettuce is, since it's hydroponic, you don't need to wash it because it's being grown in the water. In the water, basically. Pass me a couple of pieces of paper, or pass me the whole roll of paper towel. Yeah, put it right here. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, now there's tongs in there. So why don't you take a little bit of, actually in here.
I was gonna say in where?
In here.
Where have you put the tongs?
There you go. So now put the red pepper dressing inside there.
Inside the salad.
Oh, yeah. And then give it a good toss. Now, don't be afraid with the dressing. There can be such things like overdressing your salad. Now, the trick is make sure that when you're tossing your salad, there should be a little bit of dressing pulling in the bottom. Now, when I mean a little bit of dressing, you do not need a pool of dressing at the bottom of your pot.
Like my child does.
like I think all our kids do.
You want a little salad with that dressing?
And especially when they like their dressing. So don't let them, it has to be a little bit of a, then what I like to do is transfer it into a different bowl so it looks cleaner on the sides.
Pretty.
So how are we doing with time?
We've got about 5 or 6 minutes.
Fantastic. I'm gonna show my last one, and I think another one of my awesome. So when you're working fast with this, I have a little bit of water and I just rinse it. Fantastic.
Looks pretty.
Thank you,
sir.
sire. Now, let's give it a twist
to
everything. We're gonna do, again, immersion blend.
Okay.
And yes, oh my God, his cutting board is stained. Yeah, we're really cooking here.
We're really making this. This ain't no Food Network where everything's clean. You got.
And pretty.
You got. Well, thank you for the cheese. I appreciate it.
What's that?
Oh, yeah. This blue cheese.
No, it's over here.
Oh, man.
Blue cheese.
Yes.
Let's put a nice big chunk of that right at the bottom.
Dude, we're not even going to cut it up, are we?
Ha ha.
This big chunk.
Just like that.
Blue cheese.
And crumble it with your fingers. Put
Adam,
it right
you want to
there.
zoom in on that real quick?
Now, people are favoring lately a lot fermented foods. Blue cheese is coming back. Sauerkrauts are coming back. Pickles are coming back because it's all good bacteria for your tummy.
Oh, one of our guys, and your guys, Isaac Anderson, he made pickled carrots over the break.
Yeah,
It looked so good.
And everybody's raving about the benefits of fermented foods.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think we're gonna make with that thing?
We're going to make blue cheese dressing.
Oh, yes, sir. And it's not gonna be mayonnaise based for people that wanna go egg-free. It's gonna be an oil-based blue cheese dressing.
Perfect.
Now, salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Always add your salt and pepper.
2 big old nice pinches.
Okay.
1 nice pinch of pepper.
Now, we need a little bit of a tang. So
Okay.
we're gonna add a bit of,
Red wine?
just a bit of red wine. Now,
About a
rice
tablespoon there.
vinegar also will work fine because rice vinegar has a lower acidic content.
Aha. Ta-dum.
Look at you, you've
Tool
been
of
working
choice.
today. Now, this one is gonna be a little bit hard to work it without some liquid in there.
Okay.
So,
That's right, because red peppers were already wet.
exactly, so we need to wet this one a little bit.
Okay. So put a little bit of oil.
So we got our mixture in there.
Okay.
And again, you're gonna work it the same way.
Okay. Start on low, move to high, move up.
Yes, sir. Just like that. Get at the bottom. This one you have to work it a little bit up and down because the cheese is gonna be still a little bit chunky.
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 It's going to be junky cheese?
Junky.
I don't want no
It's a-
junky
hey,
cheese.
man, I'm a junkie. You got some oil in there? Hey, buddy, you got some oil? Okay. Now set it at the bottom and just go high speed. Is that high speed?
Yep.
Good job. And now work the bottom. There you go.
Oh, there it comes. Wow.
It's coming. It's coming.
I'm serious, this is like magic, y'all.
It's coming. What it's going to need is probably a little bit of water to make that emulsion come out fine, but I think it's coming.
I think it's looking good.
It's coming right nice. Just a little bit. There you go. Look at that. Now bring it up so it can absorb a little bit of air. It can put it right back down. There you go. Now keep mixing that one.
Okay.
And now keep mixing it,
Okay.
keep mixing it. And how much time do we have?
We got about 2 minutes.
2 minutes. We can do it. And I'm just gonna add a dash of water in there.
Okay.
Okay, so you just keep it in the center.
Okay.
Just keep it in the center, and let that water come in.
Okay.
Okay, now pull it up slowly. Work it. There you just need a drop of water. Fantastic. Now taste it.
Absolutely.
It's like, sure.
Bummer. I don't have to taste this thing. Eat your salad.
Spoon. What do you think?
I think it tastes like amazing blue cheese dressing.
Now, the same way we did the roasted red peppers.
Right.
What about if you put black olives?
That'd be awesome.
That'll be awesome, and we can cream in. And here's a couple of dressings for you guys. 30 minutes went by already?
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay. And this is going to be our menu for this week. We're going to be eating a lot of salad and start the year fine. A lot of people are going to have resolutions.
That's right.
Actually, resolution should be the name of a gym that is going to have gym equipment for 2 weeks, and then it turns into a bar.
That
2
sounds like
weeks,
a great idea. What are we waiting for?
I don't know. I don't think the school
We can
will.
include all of our wonderful dressings here.
And then the drinks. Well, I hope you get inspired. Remember, it's a very simple ratio. 1 cup of 1 part vinegar, 3 parts fat.
Right.
That's it. Make sure it's good fat. Don't use, I just keep it to good use fat as olive oil. You can use walnut oil, avocado oil. And actually, if you want to do a little bit more of a thickening, natural thickeners are avocados, garlic, and mustard, of course. But avocados also work really well, just like the roasted red peppers, to get a nice thick dressing in there.
That's awesome.
Well, I hope you liked the show today. Any comments, emails, you know what to do better than us. We are like old school.
Yeah. Put them downstairs in the comment section for us.
And I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next week when we'll be progressing in more healthy eatings.
We'll see you next week.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.